Good morning everybody, I hope we are all doing very well, and as always welcome back to another video, welcome back to a vlog. Now this is most definitely something that I have slacked on very much recently, and I have just not had it in me to pick the camera up. I don't know why. Don't get me wrong, I've not slacked on the content has still been there, so anybody that wants to call me out on me not uploading content, you can just absolutely go on. I've made the effort, I've charged the camera up, I've picked the camera up. We're sending a vlog today, full day in the life. I've got to go and get my hair cut, I've got to train chest. I'm currently in preparations of making meal number one right now. Now, this is definitely something else as well, because I've actually had a couple of comments on my recent videos that have not included turkey rashers, and people have been like, where's the turkey rashers, Kif? And I think that's just my staple now, so that is what we are going to be beginning with this video, I suppose. Like I say, it's going to be a full day of the life more than anything else. I'm not going to take you guys through every single meal today. It's off season, everything stays the same. It's just like prep, guys, which is something that I genuinely think is just as boring as prep. Don't get me wrong, I know you guys love full days of eating, but at the end of the day, I don't go for if it fits your macros or anything. I more so just literally go by, right, I will literally fit the food into my macros, yes, but that will be the exact same food that I will eat from the start of the off season to the end of the off season. Nothing really changes that much. Regular off-plan meals aren't even a thing. Like, we will have an off-plan here and there, but it's just not worth vlogging. But aside of that, guys, it's going to be a full day in the life. There's a few things happening today. Chest day, I'm not actually sure what I am going to be doing, because I did flat barbell bench on my last chest day, so realistically speaking, I might not actually be flat barbelling today, but only time will tell. Once the pre-workout kicks in, then literally anything could happen. I could end up barbell squatting. But as always, guys, I hope you enjoy this one. If you do, please don't forget to drop the video a like for me, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we're still on the road to 10k. I'm desperate for it now. Like I say, I probably will just buy the subscribers by now, but aside of that, as always, drop a comment down below if there's anything you guys want to see. That might give me a little bit of extra inspiration to pick the camera up. Turn on post notifications so you know every time there is a video being uploaded, and let's get on with this day. The three key ingredients that make meal number one. Meal number one. Tomato ketchup. It's got to be the less sugar and salt, because we're bodybuilders and we are not allowed the full sugar and full salt, I'm assuming, so we're going to obviously go with that. Every single day we've got pink Himalayan salt, because the pump matters, and salt on anything, guys, just makes things taste so much better. Even throughout prep, in prep I would take salt over seasoning, over sauces, over literally anything. Salt is definitely my go-to. And last but not least, we have got a fine looking Monster Ultra. Unfortunately, the watermelon one today, I say unfortunately because it was actually the only flavour left in Tesco. Yeah, I went into Tesco and the only flavour left out of a massive Tesco was Ultra Watermelon, and it hits a little bit because I've not had it in ages, but I know that after a couple of cans I'm just going to get sick of it, and it's pretty much just going to always go through my head that it's a rip-off Original Red, in which it absolutely is, and it just sucks for being something watermelon, because I'm a big fan of watermelon drinks, but this just does not hit the way that it should. I've actually just realised that I've been calling these ingredients, are these not condiments? Condiments is actually quite a posh word as well, like very posh. Like that would be sauce, that would just be salt, and that would just be a drink. But if we're going to call them condiments for this video, because obviously there's going to be like 3 posh people watching this, then we'll call them condiments. So I was kindly gifted this by Phil over at A2 Massage Therapy. Now, I actually went for my first physio session with Phil, and genuinely I could not recommend him enough, guys. He is definitely somebody that I will be back to. Don't get me wrong, obviously it's going to involve quite a bit of travelling. However, when you work with somebody who knows what they're doing, it's totally different to literally anybody else, and it's definitely something that I most definitely will be taking a lot more to do with. But he kindly gifted me this. This is a digestion product. It's called LFG Daily Supplement, of course. Let's fucking go. By Gasmark 10, obviously, as you guys know. Rob Taylor, Pitbull. This is from his range. Now, this gets taken first thing in the morning prior to my meal number one. Genuinely cannot express enough how better my digestion's been since incorporating this in around 3 weeks ago now. Okay guys, meal number one going in. 8 big fat turkey rashers, 2 big boy bagels. We have got 3 whole eggs today, yes, 3 whole eggs, and we have got 3 egg whites. Now, you asked me, Kif, why do you have so much protein in that meal? The reason being is because it digests absolutely fine. I've had no issues with it. I like to get a lot of protein in first thing in the morning, because then it saves me trying to get protein meals in over the course of the day. I just don't want to sit and eat chicken and rice 6 times a day, unfortunately, to reach 240 grams of protein. This allows me to get upwards of around 80 grams protein in almost immediately, which is absolutely fantastic. So another couple of meals over the course of the day. a couple of shakes as well, my Rapid Recovery shake, an AGF shake before bed, and that allows me to pretty much hit 240 grams of protein, absolutely spot on. Now you ask me, 240 grams of protein, does that mean you're 240 pounds, or what is going on here? Why are you taking in such less protein? Because I know there's a lot of people that like to take in 300 to 400 grams of protein, which is just absolutely not for me. I know that my body would not take that well. I've tried upwards of anywhere between kind of 270 and 300, but it's just not really went down well. 240 for me is absolutely spot on right now. I'm around maybe 225, 230 pounds. Not really arsed, to be quite honest with you. Majority of my protein that I do take in per day is actually from real sources only, so I'm not taking in like 150 grams of that 240 from just trace. It is actually mostly from real sources of protein, so that's why, again, it works efficiently for me. It works, and that is the main thing that I want you to be able to take from this. Like, what I'm doing as well, guys, for you is totally irrelevant compared to what you might need. So don't just think, right, Kev takes in 240 grams of protein, so that's what I need to take in, because that is absolutely not the case. But regardless of that, I've got a watermelon monster that you would have seen already. Before that gets cold, I am absolutely starving as well, so I'm going to go and absolutely tan the life out of that. Side of that, I don't know if I have any more updates. I actually do have an update. I sold the SVR, I got rid of the SVR. Now you guys are probably wondering, Kev, why did you get rid of the SVR? Why did you get rid of the SVR? I simply sold the SVR, guys, because I was offered more money than what I paid for it, and this is where the and comes in. This is where the, oh my god, what is he gonna say? This is where we are going to be leaving sometime soon, and that is all I'm gonna say on that matter. But every word I say, that is getting even more colder, and it is just annoying me, and it's going through my head right now that I need to hurry the fuck up and eat my meal number one, because if I don't, I'm probably just going to pass out. The latest Jordan 1s that we picked up. Now, I'm actually not the biggest fan of green, if I'm being honest, but these definitely just hit different whenever I seen them on the shelf, and I just, you know, could not resist. I'm not even sure how well you can see that in the light, and I think I might have to actually change the light in here. However, these are the latest ones. Now, again, guys, most of my stuff is actually dark green, so this is actually pretty light in terms of how green it is, how light green that actually is. But these are, these do hit. I will find something to wear with these, but these are the latest ones. Jordan 1 mids, as you guys already know, I'm a huge fan of the mids anyway. And I managed to cop these at a pretty decent price as well. But at the same time, guys, they will go with the line of endless Jordan 1s. One pair of dunks that I've got there. They are Jordan 3s. There's more Jordan 1s over here, though, as you can see. No, before anybody wants to ask me, I don't keep the box. They're also a latest pair of shoes as well. These Dior ones, which, to be fair, a lot of people have given me stick for actually wearing them in the gym as well, but they are super comfy, and I absolutely will wear them in the gym. Pair of Converse over there as well, but the majority of these, well, to be fair, guys, I would like to tell you that this is all my Jordans, but there is quite a few pairs up this there. Obviously, we've got purple ones, we've got maroon ones, we've got red and black ones. There is black and white ones somewhere as well. There's also grey ones. There's Jordan 4s up the stairs as well, but yeah, these are going to be the latest pair, which we actually managed to cop off of ASOS for anybody that is actually interested. Supplements for today's session, guys. So Defib V3, which is now back in stock. This is going to be my choice of pre-workout today. Ice Blue Slush, which is actually my favourite flavour out of all of them. So that, like I say, guys, is now back in stock. It's been out of stock for quite a while now, and obviously a lot of people have been asking me when it is back in. It has just landed, along with Fever, which is actually the fat burner. It's actually just landed as well. So if you guys are in prep, diet and whatever, you need the fat burner or you need pre-workout, Defib is back in stock. Intra workout, no code V2, level up V2, and we also have my carbohydrate, which is just carb up. So in today's, we've got 3 scoops of carb up, we've got 1 scoop of level up, 1 scoop of no code, and also pre-workout along with my Defib. We have got 6 capsules of Rhydon going in, which of course is my pump formula. I can take this first thing in the morning and then like 3 capsules pre-workout as well. But what I usually just do is I usually just take the full 6 pre-workout. But Kev15, as always, guys, anybody that uses my code, it is very much appreciated. It supports me a lot. But this is all the supplementation for today. Let's just hit some fucking chest.
Cadence.
put 250 grams of chicken in here. Now this is going to be enough for the next couple of meals, so I'm on around 125 grams of meat per meal right now. This allows me obviously to digest it absolutely perfectly, and again allows me to hit my protein goal for the day without having to worry about slamming like either loads into one meal like my first initial meal. My first meal is enough, but then throughout the day I'm more so portioned to around between 35 and 45 grams max per meal. This is going to be enough for my post workout meal after my rapid recovery, then my next meal after that, and then from there I will include another protein and carbohydrate meal, but it probably won't be chicken. Okay guys, next up on the old menu we have got some chicken korma, we have got basmati rice, a little bit of korma sauce, and we've got 125 grams of your finest chicken breast mini fillets on there, because we don't fuck about when it comes to chicken breast. There's just too much blood, there's just too much shit on chicken breast, and I genuinely don't care enough. Sometimes what I find is I have to eat a little bit more chicken breast mini fillets because there's not as much protein as what there is actually on your normal chicken breasts. However, I don't know. Sarah prefers chicken breast, I prefer chicken breast mini fillets. She says there's more dirty bits on chicken breast mini fillets, whereas I just think chicken breast is the biggest pain in the arse ever. Don't get me wrong, it's the cheapest, but it's such a pain in the arse to go through every single packet in Tesco to try and find a bit that's got no blood or just no shit on it. Now, this is going to be my next meal. We had a successful chest session today, which actually, do you know something? I'm just going to wrap this video up right here so it's not actually too long. As you'll see, there's no greens with this meal. There's actually nothing. I'm not a magician. I'm not going to magically bring out some broccoli. I do also take my green supplement along with my digestion supplement that you would have seen earlier on today. However, I am still taking obviously broccoli. I'll just literally steam it like you see me do 1,000 times in YouTube videos. I am still taking that in. I'm not taking it in every single day. Guys, my digestion's totally fine as well. That's definitely something that, like, things like struggling to go to the toilet and things like that, you will tend to find that the majority of the time this is down to loads of things such as stress, your digestion being off because of things like your general veggies intake, your greens intake. That could literally spike completely. Hydration. Are you rushing your food? Are you stressed? How is things like your sleep? Are you doing maybe a little too much? Do you need a little bit of recovery time? Loads of things like this can cause your digestion to go down the drain, but making sure that you're taking what you need to take, making sure that you're having what you need to have over the course of a weekly base is what's going to allow you to obviously have it back in the best possible position in order to keep moving forward the way that it needs to move forward. You guys know I'm not a massive advocate of veggies in general. However, I will force myself to have them when I need to have them. If, for example, my digestion got so out of control and it was just the worst on the planet, then yes, absolutely, I would force myself to have a lot more. However, it is in a really good position, and that is all that matters. Chest was successful today. I'm more than happy with the numbers we took. I am moving on to my midweek back session tomorrow, which will just be over on Instagram, guys. So if you want to shoot over there, KiffyWest_, it never changes. That's where you will find me the most active throughout the week. As you guys know, YouTube I try and get a couple of uploads a week, but Instagram it's pretty much 24/7 daily. As well with the coaching side of things, I will always drop the link to my coaching application in the description box below, but also across on Instagram is where you will see all of my work, where you will see the link as well, and of course you can drop into my direct messages if you have any questions regarding coaching. But aside of that, that's going to wrap up today's video. I do hope you did enjoy it. If you did, absolutely fantastic. If you didn't, then absolutely fantastic. But don't forget to drop the video a like for me, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, because once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I think that's what's going to spike 10 million subscribers. And yeah, I'll just catch you all in the next video.